Welcome back to the DIY Guys podcast. As always, I'm joined by my very talented co-host, Mr. Nick Morris.
Oh, thanks, mate.
How you doing, mate?
Yes,
right?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Just hyping you up, ready for the episode.
I saw you yesterday as well, so you saying how are you? I was like, we went out yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've got to pretend like we never see each other apart from the podcast.
Yeah,
went for a few beers yesterday, which was nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Good to catch up. So, what have you been up to?
I've been managing lots of stuff at the bungalow.
Oh,
It's
nice.
been exciting. It's like, you know, when like a trade starts, you're like, I'm all ready.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do that? And so I'm like, so I've just been like running around a bit like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
But there's loads finally happening after that 3 weeks of just depressing nothingness.
Well, I was going to say, you've gone like from 0 to 100, right? Because you had no tradesmen, and now it sounds like you've got loads of tradesmen.
Yeah, now it's because I think I was really spoilt with my house because we built such big extensions. There was always space for like deliveries and people and things.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it's chaos there. I've actually filmed a little walk around, which I'm going to post on YouTube next couple of days. But it's just like I've got all of the architraves the other day from Howdens. They're like 4.2 meters. And in my house, 4.2 meters could fit into like my hallways. I'm really lucky with stuff like that, or like the living room. And then you're like, oh, there's no room that is 4.2 meters in the whole house.
No way.
Yeah, so you're just like, oh, or the living room it probably would fit into, but that's full of all the kitchen stuff because my carpenter starts the kitchen tomorrow, finally.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
He's basically going to smash it out because I've got the worktop templating through DIY Kitchens 25th next Tuesday.
Okay, yeah.
So I said, can you please do it? Because that might then take 2 weeks to then come and fit it.
Yeah.
So he said he'll start tomorrow and just basically make sure all the stuff that affects the worktop is done.
Yeah.
So I've got like a bank of tool units where obviously no worktop. So if he doesn't get to that, he won't get to that.
Not a big deal, yeah.
He'll do basically, there's like a run of 3, a run of 4, the island, and then the utility.
Nice.
And just get that smashed up. But yeah, so I was like, I'm going to get this ready for him. So I basically took all the cardboard off, which is a job in itself.
Yeah.
You had this, didn't you, from DIY
Kitchen?
Kitchen? They're amazing, and they've obviously got to package it well.
Yeah.
No damage. I'd say this is not a criticism of DIY Kitchen. It's just like deliveries.
Yeah.
There's always damage to something. You just
yeah.
message them and they send you a replacement. There was nothing. Literally perfect.
I don't think there was anything with mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd say 1 in every sort of 2 or 3 there's always damage.
Oh, wow.
So that's really good. So I took off all the packaging and then I just went a step further. So for people at home that ever do this, the first thing he does is take off the doors to make it lighter, and that's like the nice bit. You don't want to scratch it. So I put cardboard down and put the doors in the living room, and then take out the shelves at the bottom as well, because they're just stacked at the bottom. And sometimes there's 3 shelves in there.
Yeah,
so instantly, I mean, I don't know the numbers, but you've got rid of 3 shelves and 2 doors. It's like most of the weight.
Yeah, yeah.
So then I shifted it around, like leant them over and put the feet on, and then put it in position for him. So in theory, he's obviously just got to go there, level up the feet if it needs leveling, and just fix it in. So, and I've just laid the whole kitchen out for him. So it took me about 5 hours one day.
Wow,
so I've saved him loads of time. The only thing I didn't do was the wall units, because the base units have got these like plastic feet, and you can kind of drag them around on it, and it doesn't do any damage to the carcasses. Whereas obviously a wall unit's got nothing, is it?
Yeah.
So I just couldn't shift it. I could, but it'd just be so heavy by myself and more likely to scratch and stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, he's all good to go.
Amazing.
And starting tomorrow, which I can't wait. Can't wait to do YouTube Friday, because I haven't done a YouTube video in ages, because it's just like nothing has changed.
Nothing to show, yeah.
And the kitchen going in is just a big thing. But yeah, my living room is just, the whole living room is end panels, drawers, cupboard doors, shelves, kitchen appliances, like then random bits of timber, because my painter also started on Monday.
Amazing.
And he's like, I've only got 2 days of work here. And I was like, what are you talking about? You said he's got 4.5 weeks, but he's like, but you got stuff here, you got stuff here. So I put everything from the 3 bedrooms in there, cleared as much space as possible to him. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, I'm good till like next Tuesday. And I was like, well, nothing's really changed that much. What are you talking about? And then he's pushing me to get architraves on and skirting on in the bedrooms, because they're carpeted. So then he can finish bedrooms like done.
Nice.
But I can't do that architrave or skirting anywhere else, because I'm having Antico, which needs to go down first and then architrave. So it's all this just like, and I'm lucky because I just know the order of stuff, but it must be so hard for people like DIY just straight off the bat, I think.
Yeah, and you kind of get like, I don't know, people get tempted to be like, oh, oh, but this tradesman's free now.
Exactly.
And you kind of just want to get them in. So, yeah, you kind of got to resist that urge, right? And be like, no, we should do it in the correct order.
Yeah. And you have to be a little bit of a pest, which I don't like doing. I'm very like British and don't like to bother people. I'm a people pleaser. But as soon as my carpenter said, oh, I'm starting, we told me last week I'm going to come in this week.
Yeah.
I was then on to my flooring guy with the Antico saying, that kitchen is going to be in by the 25th. Can I book you in straight away to level the floor, start laying Antico? So otherwise, if you just wait until he finishes, you've got to sort of push it a bit and hope for the best, really.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, so it's exciting. And and the plumber as well has done loads. So whilst I was away with Em's family for her birthday, they've done, so the bath and the shower tray were already in. They've now done all the shower valves, shower taps, or shower valves, and then bath taps, bath valves, sink taps, towel rails, like everything apart from one shower screen in the ensuite, and then the radiators in the kitchen and utility sink as well, because they're not in.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, it's great because there's loads of people, but then they're just at the end of the week, they're just like, pay me.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, yeah.
Watch the money just fly out.
And you just see the money just fly out. So I'm officially over the $100,000 budget now.
How are you? It's happened.
I'm at 104.
104.
But there's still a long way to go.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I haven't bought the flooring yet.
Oh,
I haven't paid a penny for... He's been there for on and off, but for like 3 days floating the floor already.
Yeah.
Because we've got the asbestos tiles amongst other things and all different levels. So I'm just scared of what it's going to go up. But my brother was like, oh, I've got X left. And I was like, right, okay. And then you're like, well, what have I got left?
And you're like, hopefully.
Yeah, and hopefully it all just comes together. You know what? Bizarrely, today, literally an hour ago, a house down the road's come on the market for a lot of money, but it's bigger than Grand. It's on Grand side, which is good because those gardens are tiny, whereas the gardens on the other side are massive. But it's come for 775, which is tons of money considering we put it on for 575, it went down to 490 and still nothing. But at the same time, what people put something on for is kind of irrelevant, isn't it? So just have to like keep an eye on it.
Is it similar to Grand's place?
Yeah, they've extended out the back, so their garden's even smaller, but they have got like a fancy, like yours actually, like a fancy back extension with like lanterns or no skylights, not lanterns, but like 3 skylights.
Yeah,
big open plan, basically like yours, big open plan kitchen diner type thing, and it is nice.
Yeah,
we've sort of created something similar, but it's definitely not as like fancy. As that, and it's like a nice house. You can't fault it. There's nothing you're like, oh, that's rubbish or anything, but it's all kind of like 8 out of 10 standard. But as I say, who knows? But it's now got me a little bit excited, but I'm like, I shouldn't, because it means nothing.
Yeah,
it literally means nothing.
You kind of want it to sell, so you know, oh, it's sold for $750 or whatever, and then you know, I can like
exactly
aim for that.
Or they're 20%, I'd say, bigger as well. So
okay,
I don't. If it has a 7 in front of it, we'd be like jumping for joy, all of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I generally don't like talking too much about all that, but then this podcast has been solely about that. So who knows what it'll be.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other funny thing I was thinking of is I think I don't know if I've told you this in our personal life, but I've got a flat roof in the extension. So we knocked down the garage, built 4 rooms in there. One of them's a bathroom, one of them's the ensuite. And I've got a wire in the bathroom fans.
Yeah.
And I boarded the ceiling myself. So I was like, I must remember to wire in the fans, like get the vents up through the holes. And I like something called an inline fan, which sits in the loft. So the actual fan, because they're just plastic, horrible things.
Yeah.
In this way, you just have like a metal vent and it goes up to the fan, pushes it out, then the back. But I just forgot to do it. And I had to crawl in there like Mission Impossible style with... Like, for people that are claustrophobic, it would have been awful. I maybe had, I don't know, what's that, a foot and a bit above my head. And I had to, like, slide a bit of wood so I didn't crush, like, all the pipes or fall through the ceiling over it. And then go on my back. And I had to take 2 fans up there, like a 6-metre bit of vent, and then, like, probably 4 3-metre bit of vents to join all the bits up and everything.
Yeah.
My nail, my screwdriver gun, screws, my tools... And I just had to do this, and it wasn't hot, but even after an hour, I was like, I'm sweating.
You're just sweating,
But I was just like, what is wrong with me? I should have done this months. The ceiling was down.
Yeah.
I could have just got up some steps and done it whilst I boarded some of the ceiling. and just be like, da, 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 da.
Job done.
But instead I had to do it, and I knew there was a delivery coming as well. I was like, oh, please don't come in the next 10
while we
minutes.
were up there.
I was like, I'll just have to shout, because I literally said, I'm doing this in one.
Yeah.
I can't come out. It took me maybe like 3 or 4 minutes just to get in and out. And I was like, God, I hope nothing like happens to me up here. Like, I guess I'm sort of cut the wrong thing, get an electric shock, and then like die. And then they're just like, where is Nick?
They just balled you up in there.
Yeah. New people buy, like, where's that smell?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my life. I was like, what has my life become? I thought I'm an organised person.
Especially with how hot it's been as well.
I know.
Mate.
It actually wasn't that bad, as in, been way hotter before. I thought that was going to be bad. And then obviously the insulation, there's like 300 mil up there.
Wow.
Which did actually help me, because it was kind of like soft areas for me to like lean on and stuff. But I was like knocking the plumber's pipes and stuff.
Is that what you have to do now? 300 mil?
Yeah, that's what we've got in my loft as well.
Wow.
It's mental. That's why my blooming upstairs is boiling.
It's
awful.
So hot, yeah.
Did you feel it as you go up the steps? It's like, oh, why is there so much insulation up there? But hopefully in winter it pays off.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my life the other day. I was like, this is just ridiculous. And then I'm like, please don't forget, like, I really like my cutters and stuff like that, and they're like 50 quid.
Yeah.
So I had to like crawl out of this tiny space again to get back out. And I was like, please just have everything. But fortunately, I did it in like, I think just under an hour. But I haven't turned it on yet.
Oh,
because the painter doesn't want any switches or like isolator switches on for obvious reasons, because it just gets in his way. So at the moment I've just like wired everything with these things called Wago, so you just turn on the fuse ball and all the lights come on. Okay, you can't turn them on and off. That's the only way of turning. So I was like, I really want to test it, make sure it all works, because if I have to get in there again, I'll be so upset.
Yeah, and you kind of want to do it now.
Exactly.
Rather than like, I don't know, turning that switch on. You're going to be like, please work.
And it sounds so stupid. I've done it a million times, but fans are always quite like finicky, because you need like one cable's like permanently live and the other's like a switch live. And you don't want to like mix them up or do anything, do the right thing. So I was like, oh, please just, or like a cable could slip out or something. I was like, please. I made sure I did it as well as I could, but it was so uncomfortable. Couldn't tell you.
It's like, never again am I doing that.
And I was just going to leave that bit of wood in that extension, because I was like, sort of getting that out.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get out without it. I tried to get out without it, but I'm like literally lying on my back all along. I was like, ow, ow, ow. So then I had to like get that wood and like slide myself out like I was on like a gurney or something.
Yeah, cool.
You're making it sound fun. It was not fun.
I always think like stuff like that. Like I can only like relate it to like being under the floorboards, but it's like my neck that always hurts, because you're kind of like holding your head up, like trying to do stuff.
I forgot you did that. I've never ever been under the floorboards for like long.
Oh, haven't you?
No, I don't think I've ever got down. I maybe got down in one for a joke, because it was, you had it a bit in your house, a really deep bit.
Yeah,
I've
really
never done any work under one like that. Yeah. What was you were insulated?
Yeah, just insulating under the floor. Yeah, but like, I was just quite deep, and I always wanted like to have something that like went into the floor.
Yeah.
That would be so cool, wouldn't it?
People do like what little tiny wine cellar things. I've seen of them. It's just like a little contraption door that comes up.
You just go down there.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely unnecessary.
No, exactly. Yeah, and then I was thinking, I was like, you could have like a dining room table that went into the floor, but then I'm like, you're like walking on it.
Yeah, that's
then
genius,
like bring it
though.
up. But if you're walking on it, you don't want to bring it up, and then you're like, I'm eating my dinner where I've just like walked.
Yeah, true, but you're not like, you've got dirty feet really in the house.
No,
that's quite a clever idea though. If you're limited for space,
yeah,
it just came out. That'd be pretty cool. Probably cost like 10 grand for a motor in and stuff like that. Yeah, I like that idea. We should do, that's a good YouTube video.
Yeah, that would be.
Should have done it.
I've also cunningly, like under our stairs, I'm not going to put any flooring down, because I'm going to leave like a couple of floorboards you can pull up, because then you can get under your floor.
Oh,
There's always that need, isn't it? And like, similar to what you're doing at Grand's, like we've got like Antico down. So like, there's no way of getting down there. So I just thought, leaving those bits.
Oh, 100%.
So helpful.
Me and my brother from time to time with his garden rooms have to get a cable, because the fuse board would be like in the middle of the house, and you've got to get a cable to the outside of the house, obviously.
Yeah.
And if it's if they've put all the flooring down, we have to just rip it up and then make it on, then put it all back. Or most people don't care because it's under a stairs.
Yeah.
But I actually did the same. I put Antico. He was like, well, how long do you want to carry it in that cupboard? I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Just take it in like a foot or something, because it's just stupid otherwise.
Yeah.
Got no access ever.
No.
But yeah, how's your toilet downstairs?
Yeah, it's very exciting. Our
downstairs toilet's really exciting.
I know.
How geeky we are.
This is how old we are now.
Yeah.
Getting excited by a downstairs toilet. So obviously we did our main renovation like a couple of years ago. We've just been doing small jobs along the way, and now this is something that we're really waited to do because obviously it costs quite a bit of money.
Yeah. How much do you think it's going to cost out of interest? Or is it hard to gauge?
We're like totting up at the moment. I'm hoping between $2,000 and $3,000.
Oh, that's good.
So,
is that because you're doing so much?
Because I'm doing a lot of stuff, So yeah, I started work on it a couple of weeks ago because it was like just a typical dumping ground.
Yeah.
So what we did with our extension, and you kind of helped us with this, is like we've like got under the stairs and then into what used to be the old kitchen.
Yeah.
We've squared it off and there's enough space for a toilet and then a little sink. So perfect, like downstairs toilet really. So we've got that space opened up. Hard thing was I needed to put a stud wall in, but then I wouldn't be able to access under the stairs anymore, which has got like the fuse board and like the gas meter and stuff like that. So obviously I need to have access to those sort of spaces. So I've ripped that bit off. So now you can just see under the stairs. And then I've built a stud wall.
Oh, nice.
I'm very proud of.
Yeah, nice. That's so satisfying.
Yeah. It just looks so good and so clean, doesn't it? So I was kind of a little bit, not nervous about it, but I was like, oh, is this going to look really shit?
It's where you start as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think once you get going, it's okay. But I think it's quite hard to like, even my carpenter, he just thinks about things a little bit and then gets going.
So yeah, managed to get that up in good time. And I was like, oh, good. And then Christy came back. She took Dylan out because otherwise I want to help the whole time. And she was like, oh, wow, that went up really quickly. And I was like, yeah, it did, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it's like questioning, like, oh, fuck this up.
Not your first stud wall, though.
No, exactly, yeah. So, that went up nicely. And then I've like plasterboarded that. And then I annoyed you on a Sunday because I plasterboarded some of the ceiling, but I didn't want to plasterboard your like cables into the wrong place. So I had to send you a photo and be like, oh, is this all right being here?
The cables were right somehow.
They went, yeah.
Future, well, I was going to say future me, but previous me.
Past Nick.
Past me, yeah. Smashed it. What are you going to do? Because the isolator switch, and well, in a toilet, the light switch can go on the inside or the outside because it's not like a shower like a bathroom. But were you going to bring them outside, do you think? Or?
So the light switch is inside.
Okay.
Because it's easier to see when you see pictures of it. It just fitted really well.
Yeah.
As you go in, there's a light switch.
Okay, fine.
And then the front of the downstairs toilet is like a small stud wall. It's probably about wide. Yeah. So I've clad that in wood. And what I'm going to do is kind of use a bit of like trim and stuff like that and then make it so it kind of follows along what we're going to do under the stairs, so it all looks like it fits.
Yeah, nice.
So the isolator switch will be on the outside.
I think that's better.
So yeah,
I go to and fro with it because it's like they're quite ugly. Not ugly because you can get fancy switches and stuff, but I've hidden my isolator switch from my downstairs toilet in like a coat cupboard next to it.
Oh,
so I'm like, I don't want to see it. Really, like, I'm never going to turn it off because it's downstairs toilet for obvious reasons. Don't really go too graphic about it.
No.
But then light switches. I feel like I made a mistake though because oh my god, Emily and Lydia do not turn that toilet off ever. So I'm like, maybe I should have put on the outside when you come out and close the door.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I thought it was easier because you like open the door, light switch on, leave the bathroom, light switch. But then maybe because the door's closed, you don't turn it off. I was like, they don't bloody turn it off ever. And then the fan's running because the light switch is on. So I'm like, God damn it. Really irritates me. And I hate doing fans, as I aforementioned.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, the longer the light switch is on, the more that fan's going.
Yeah.
Sooner it's going to break down. I'll have to bloody change it in like 5 years rather than 10. That's how pathetic my brain is.
Yeah. So I need you to do my fan, which is what I was getting to.
That's all right.
But yeah, like a lot of it's plastered. Plasterboarded. Nick the plumber's come in tomorrow to start doing first fix plumbing.
Nice.
So he'll put the pipes in for the sink, and then we're having like a wall hung toilet, where it's like enclosed
in the
system
frame,
and
nice.
stuff like that. So I think we mentioned it before. I was just going to do a stud wall, and he would just put it in. But he was like, "Oh no, if you do a half stud, then you've got a nice
little storage
little shelf
thing."
And Christy can put all loads of random stuff on there, but it's going to be like that. And then I've got to build a hatch because over the top is next to where my boiler is, so the flue comes out through there.
Yeah.
So building regs, you have to have
Access
access to it. So I'm going to put like a little.
Quite a lot of work,
hatch
isn't it, in a small space? Actually.
Yeah, it is. It's surprising how much work is involved with it. And like the start bit was fine. I need to get that stud wall up, and then Nick the plumber's like, "Oh, don't bother like plasterboarding the walls because I might need to bring pipes and stuff through there."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I think after his first fix, there's going to be a lot of stuff for me to do, like plasterboarding, and then I need your help for the underfloor heating.
Oh yeah, that as well.
It's only a small. It's probably like the length of this podcast studio. So there's only a small patch, but I was like, oh, you might as well just put a little bit of underfloor heating under there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we'd have space for a radiator.
Yeah, we just need to bring power to it then from somewhere. So I can't remember us doing that, but we must have access through somewhere.
So
you've got your utility next door, haven't you? Through
utility, the wall. And also under the stairs, you put a very helpful plug socket in there.
Oh, so if understairs the whole fuse board, so that's
exactly.
easy. As long as I can get from there to there, it's easy.
Yeah. The hardest thing to work out was all my cables are going to my fuse board, come under the stairs and then run down it. So I was working out how to get it through.
Yeah.
So I made a hole in the top of the stud wall, and then it runs down where the stairs are. So I brought the stairs out like that much.
Yeah.
With plasterboard, so it then runs down and through. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Skills.
Yeah. But that's what took the most time, is figuring that out.
Oh yeah.
And trying to work out, how am I going to do this, and how's this going to work, and thinking that like you say, the stud wall was just like a couple of bits of wood, and as long as it's level and stuff, then it's fine. But
yeah, it's amazing how involved these things are. But if you do it for under $3,000, it's really amazing.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, downstairs toilet. I know it depends what fittings you go for and stuff, but it can eat. I suppose you're not creating like a new space. You've already done the work to create the space, which would cost money.
Yeah.
So maybe that is about right. But yeah, I was thinking more like 5 maybe. So that'd be really good to do with that.
The thing is, like, things you don't think about, like, want to insulate everything, not just to keep heating, but also like soundproofing. Like, you don't want to hear someone going to the toilet.
Yeah, that's what I had loads of insulation left, and we built out the wall by like almost a foot because of the soil stack comes down here from the bathroom above. And I just threw so much insulation in there. Like everything we have, through.
Yeah.
And then Emily once was like, oh, can you hear someone win? I was like, what? No way.
Sure.
So I literally did it to death. And like, I'm sure she like couldn't. I was like, no way.
But so I'm going to insulate that all up and then board it all up and then do flooring and then walls. I'm going to get a plastering, but I don't know how long they'll need, maybe half a day.
Is it all, I take it there must be some angles, mustn't there?
Yeah, so
you're not under the stairs at all, are you?
Yeah, partially. So it goes along and then it curves down a tiny bit, but there's no part of it where you're like, oh, I've got a duct to sort of get in or anything like that. And then we're using Easy Panel, I think.
I've used those guys.
So I think it'll be like only like half a wall would be plastered.
Oh, nice.
Then you can.
Have you messaged Easy Panel?
No, I haven't. No,
you should, because your account's doing well, isn't it? You're like doer upper.
Yeah.
They're really nice. They sent me some free stuff, and they sent me like really helped me some guides and stuff. And I generally rate their stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
You should try to send them messages. Yeah, they're really nice
because they're all in. I don't know if you can order direct from them or if I know.
Oh, is it like B&Q? Well, they just sent it to me, so I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
But I thought they were in B&Q as well, or somewhere like that. Well, unless B&Q have got their own one.
Yeah, must do. Yeah.
But they do like the panels, but they do like a thing on top as well. You're going to do that as well. Like I can't think what it's called. Well. It's like a trim almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fatter. It's really easy to install, especially if your walls are straight.
Yeah.
It's really cool stuff.
Well, I can imagine the stud walls being really easy, and then part of it's like an external wall, which I'm guessing is going to be an absolute pain.
Yeah, true. It's where the only not difficult, but harder thing I found is when on my bedroom wall I had like a socket on either side, which I've got to cut out.
Yeah.
Again, it's like a jigsaw and stuff, but it still just takes long. On the videos on Instagram, they're just like silicone boom, or like CT1 boom. You're like, oh, it's actually a bit slower than that.
Did you use CT1 to then stick
it? Or some sort of, I think it was, I don't know if it was CT1, but some sort of silicone type or sticky thing.
Nice, yeah.
Some adhesive, but it worked really well. I can't fault it.
I'm really excited to do it because it's like quite a lot of like little different jobs.
Yeah.
It's like not like a big slog of a job. You're like, like a little bit of plasterboarding and I hadn't done plasterboard in a while. I was this is going really nice.
Yeah,
it's quite therapeutic plasterboard.
That's what bathrooms and like en-suites and stuff are so involved. You could need someone to like build a room, which could be like a carpenter or whatever. You could need insulating that room, plasterboard in that room, plastering that room, electrician, plumber, tiler. And, like, it's absolutely mad. It's like a tiny, like 1 meter by 2 meters room or whatever. Is it crazy?
And
that's why I think when some people get quotes, they're like, "How's that possible for like downstairs look?"
So true.
Are you tiling it?
So I'm going to tile the floor.
Oh, okay, because then the easy pen will just do the rest. Yeah, that's what we did.
Side, but the Selco guy was really good on delivery. Well, he was quite good on delivery. You know, you get the really helpful ones.
Yeah.
This guy at the start, he was just passing me stuff, and I was like lugging it back and forth. Surely you're not going to do this. But he helped me with the plaster.
Oh, no. Oh, God, you need help with plaster.
Yeah. So, he was actually really helpful. And Selco are pretty decent, aren't they? The delivery for big stuff.
Yeah.
I think you have to spend over a certain amount, and then it was free delivery.
You're using my account? I can't actually remember.
No.
Oh, you got your own account? I was going to say. I knew you used some of my accounts. I didn't know. I don't really get a discount for them anyway. They're just like trade prices are prices. But yeah, they are good, but they just turn up on like a small van with one guy, and you're a bit like, because sometimes I hate the pallets because you're like, get rid of the pallets, a pain in the ass. But then actually, some pallets they just literally drop right by your front door, and you're like, this is actually quite nice.
But also some exciting news. Chrissy's parents are decorating there. It's like a back room, and they need to scrape off some wallpaper. So I was like, I'm coming round and I'm going to do the orange juice trick.
I can't even remember what it was now. Was it orange juice and something else?
Yeah,
warm water.
Was it fairy liquid or orange juice?
Yeah.
I'll have to look this up.
Oh, yeah, we've got to try it. Oh, my God, can you film it? Because I've got on a point, if that works, on a point where you should try whatever the wall is, do like half in thingy, and then just see. Oh, my God, if not, I'll come around and do it. I'm sure you're right. Orange juice, warm water, and fairy or some sort of thing like that.
Yeah.
And you made it look so easy.
So I'm excited to test that.
Oh my God, we're so pathetic. It's bad enough having a podcast about DIY, but chatting about stuff like this.
And it was like a typical like bloke moment. Like I went round there to drop Dylan off, and then Chrissy's dad came out, and we were like chatting away. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I've had to take up some of the floorboards in the back of the room, and some of the joists are rotten, so I've had to like cut them away." He was like, "Oh, do you want to see?" I was like, "Yeah, definitely." So standing around in like the hole in the floor, and he was like, so I was cutting this out, and you're like, this is
I love
amazing.
Seeing that stuff.
And then another amazing thing which all blokes like is like I've been keeping like spare like floor joists we took out of our house. And he was like, have you got any spare floor joists? I was like,
that's like the hallelujah. Because I like, you know what I'm like, I like to throw stuff. I got better at thinking, I might need this, and when it comes off, it's glorious. Absolutely glorious.
So I like opened up the garage, I was going through all my bits of wood, and Chrissy's like, "Why have you got all this stuff? It's just absolute crap in there."
I'm sure I've said to you before, but that have you ever seen that like American guy where he's like, it's all fake, but he's like propping up a bed? Have I said to that?
Yeah,
and he's like, we need like a 12x4, and he's like, no way. He wants to gadget get, and they all just go mental. It's so funny. So funny, but I just hate hoarding stuff so much. I'm so glad because one of my jobs this week was I've had that skirting who I need to promote because they sent it for free to me. That was really nice, like 30 lengths for free. So God knows what they would have cost me.
Who was that with?
Oh God. MDF warehouse.com. Oh my God, it doesn't even feel right. Okay, this is not the promotion. I'm gonna do better than that when it comes in.
They're gonna want it back.
Their company's like a whole different sub company, and they've got like an MDF place with like architraves, window boards, and then like door frames and stuff. And then they've got these other bits, and they're obviously just trying to promote it. And they've been on me a bit because they sent it ages ago. But I've had it sitting in my garage for like 4 or 5 months or something. So I finally got it over to ground. And it felt glorious just to clear. But I had to put it in my Peugeot 206,
of course,
which I measured, and it was like 2.6 meters internally. I've got a 3 meter skirting. So I was like, what do I do? Do I prop it at the back and hang it out the window? And I was like, so what I basically did, I was like, I think that's too dangerous if it sticks further out than the car. I'm gonna like spear some poor like cyclist or something. And so instead I like put it in the footwell, and it stuck out the back, and then like bungee tied the boot down. And I was like, also I've got loads of bungee ties because when we had the trampoline, I put like a fake roof on it for a bit, but I couldn't find them, and I'm pretty sure Lydia's taken them because she's got a little like secret cupboard that we know where it is, and there's an old like barbecue hose pipe in there, and I'm pretty sure from memory now the bungee cord. It sounds like the worst parent ever giving like your 4-year-old bungee cord. Well, she can do anything with that. She can't really harm herself.
I thought it'd be like one of those moments you're like knackered from work, and you're like going up to bed, and you get into bed, you're like, oh, what's that? It's just like all bungee cords like shoved in there.
So yeah, I took all that over there. It was so nice to get rid of it, and it's quite a good skirt actually. It's like a double, so it can be like flipped the other way to be one, and flip the other, and then they've left like a channel in the back for pipe work or cable, which doesn't really. I don't think people really do that sort of thing these days. But imagine if you did have like surface pipe working, like Gran's did have. And then you just wanted like a little extension for another rad or something. Yeah. You could literally just hide it all behind the skirting. It's like a little chase. It's really clever.
Such a good idea.
Such a good idea. And they obviously their machines can just do it. So why not just do it? So it's like a 3-in-1 skirting.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, sorry, I can't promote it.
Yeah.
So annoying. It's definitely like MDF warehouse or something. I've got to remember for the future.
Well, that's the hard thing with the downstairs toilet. It's like, I'm going to have to get skirting, but it's like, need like one length.
Oh, I'll have some spare. Small. I'll definitely. I've got 30 lengths, and I think Gran's house is like 900 square feet or something, maybe 1,000 tops. And then you think every time you hit a door, there's obviously no skirts in the kitchen. I'm sure I have a spare. You're probably going to need a length on it, or maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe a bit.
I'm sure I have a spare if you can hold on.
Give you a shout, yeah.
It'd be so annoying if I give you it though. Then I have to buy one more. And you could promote this company.
Yeah. I'll remember their name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could definitely have that. You've actually just reminded. Oh, sorry, you go.
I was just going to say, Stuart, your carpenter, is someone who would want to take like some stuff. I bet he's got another job. He was like, oh, actually, I could do with some skirting. So
he was going mad at me.
To get in there quick.
I cleared out my mum's garage because we had a fresh skip, and this is going to be the last skip. There's definitely no way there'll be another one.
Yeah.
And I knew there'd be room in it. So I had 15 DIY kitchen door samples from just like years of using them. You can tell it's not fake that I actually like them and continue to use them. I was like, blimey, I've got to get rid of all
Was
these.
it like a full door?
Yeah, not always. It's like maybe that big.
Okay.
They don't give you a full, because I think otherwise people would just order a sample and try and like install it every now and then. So they give you like 60% of the door.
You can like sell it.
Yeah, exactly. You can actually send it back when you get the kitchen. They give you like the £3 back or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just always forget. I never do.
Yeah.
And I just got rid of loads and loads and loads of old paint tins and stuff like that. But there was like, you'd love it. There's loads of buckets. So there's buckets full of stuff. And I was like, I don't need 6 buckets. And then he was just in the skip taking it all back out again. There was one thing. I was like, I'm sure this would be useful for you. I found like a DeWalt like blade for like a chop saw or something. So I was like, I'll actually put that to one side for him, which he was delighted about. But all this other stuff, he's like, perfectly good paintbrush. I was like, I've got loads of paintbrushes, and I just don't want to do painting. I don't encourage having all this stuff.
If you've got it around, then you feel like you
exactly.
Have to use it,
and I was like, my mum and dad haven't painted in like 40 years or something. So why is it all here? So I cleared it all out, man. But yeah, he was holding away. But I've had a really kind offer. So I had a deal with Pergolux, who do pergolas for my garden. And they gave me like a massive amount of money off if I promoted them. So I literally can't remember the figures, but I think I paid something like 2 and a bit thousand, and it was supposed to be like 6 or 7 because we got a big one, something mad like that, all the features. It's a tiny bit annoying, but because they've got in touch with me literally today and said, we'll give you one for free because that video is doing so well. We've had so many orders. Wow. And even they've had like inquiries from the other Pergolux companies in like Germany and stuff to click on this video that's going big. It's not going big in like, influencer terms, but I think it's getting like 400 views a day. So even if they had one order a day, obviously, I'm sure their margins are awesome. But I'm a tiny bit annoyed because we actually paid actual money. Yeah. And now they're offering me one for free. But I'm like, I don't think it's right for Gran's in terms of the garden's so small. But I think I was like thinking of you. I was like, would you be interested? But I was like, I think they literally want it at Gran's because I'm naturally doing it.
It's part of your project. Maybe you could use it on your next one, I guess.
Yeah, but God knows where that will be or when or whatever. Because the garden's so small. I don't know.
What was your brother's garden?
He's got one already.
Oh,
That's how I know Pergolux.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But again, I don't know if they want it solely at that project. But do you think, because the garden's so small, it might sort of stand out like a sore thumb, or it might be the clincher of someone being, oh, I like this house. I'm like, oh, actually, wow, look at that in the garden. Because it's worth, I think, I looked on their website, $3,500 at a discount.
Yeah.
But they just don't sell this model anymore, so they've got loads left over.
Oh,
or like they've been in the warehouse on display and stuff like that. So he said you
Yeah.
can pick any size you want. I was like, oh, this is bloody typical. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Some of them are like $7,000, $8,000.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know. I want to do it because it'd be good for promoting and stuff. But I don't know if it would have any effect on selling it.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm trying to think about your grand space. Maybe on like the back room where you've got those new doors that go out into the garden.
Yeah,
I suppose you could have like a pergola like attached to the house and then coming out, and then
they do
have
those
like
ones as
tables
well
and stuff like that under there.
Yeah, Chris thought though that might like block a bit of light, not much, but block a bit of light into
true.
that bit. So if we did have it, I think
don't they open it? Yours opens at the top.
Yeah. But we thought maybe at the back of the garden in one of the corners. But I just don't know whether it's just a bit of a random. It's not like I'm making it sound like they're not attractive, but it's like a big bulky thing at the end of the garden rather than like a nice neat little thing.
And also, will this end up cost you more money? Because then you're going to have like a little patio.
Well, I just wouldn't. I'll just let them deal with that. I probably would have to do some sort of concrete footing thing or do something maybe. But me and Chris could do that, like DIY and knock that out. I just don't know where to do it. It sounds mad to say no to it, but it's not actually benefit. If it's for my garden, I'd be like, oh, that's the best offer ever. Literally put it for free, benefit from for like 20 years.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do.
So you couldn't have it on like the other side of your house?
I just thought it'd be mental. It'd be a bit much. It's a bit excessive. They've also kindly offered me something else, which I am tempted. Do you know what an awning is? You know, like a shop awning?
Oh, yeah.
They've actually just started selling those. And they were like, we also want to promote. This is what I'm just so lucky with stuff like this. But they said, would you be interested in that? And that could work on my house, actually. Because our patio is just boiling. It's like a little one with like, press a button and it comes out. It's got LEDs in it. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely. So good, I said to Emily, can we please say yes to this? Because I really like it. And she was like, oh, no, that sounds amazing. But I've got the world's best problem. I just don't know what to do about this pergola. And with, I just don't.
I don't do porches because of your front.
Oh,
one is like a porch.
Yeah, the porch is already going up as well.
Yeah.
I just wish I could like foresee the future and be like, see if it makes a difference to anyone buying it.
Yeah,
so it might just make zero. It might even put someone off if they don't like sort of that modern style of something.
Yeah,
but
that's true. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I guess if you didn't like it, you could sell it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not that hard to put up and dismantle. But what would you do? I feel like you're going to say take it.
Yeah, I suppose it's hard, isn't it? Because you might feel like you're just like forcing it in there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, like it's not just worth having something just because you can have it, right? If it's not right for the job, then it's I'm sure you could always say, oh, I could do it on another project.
Yeah. He did say there's like no rush with it, but it is kind of a feature at the end of the day. And Grand's Bungalow, like I've said before, isn't perfect. Like the extension's small room after small room, and I think the kitchen's going to be great, and the bedrooms at the front are great. Living room's good, but like this, I didn't know if that would just be a little bonus feature for someone that you'd be like, oh, that's nice to sit under and But it's so hard. I'm going back up. It's only today, so I just don't. My instinct is always like, go for it.
Yeah.
But, I just don't know. It's so hard.
No, I suppose that's where you're actually quite good, because I know you've turned down some stuff before because it's not right for you. And I think that like shows through that it's like not honest reviews, that it's stuff that
it's annoying though because they're awesome. Like I love mine, and they're genuinely brilliant. I'd say they were brilliant even if they didn't give me stuff off. And so I'm like, I'd be adding something awesome to this house.
Yeah,
does it work?
True. Yeah.
I guess I could use your dreaded AI that you hate and just Photoshop one in.
Yeah.
And just see what it looks like. See if it looks a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But
that is one thing that AI is actually quite good for if you just want to see something quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's
it. Yeah.
So I think that's everything going on with Grands anyway. But yes, it's going to be all action. I've no idea if I'm going to finish in September because of the delays we've had. But I sort of don't foresee why. but who knows?
You just never know, do
Who
you?
knows?
It's
I really
always
want to put it
something
on in
difficult.
September.
Yeah. Well, not far off, right?
Then we won't have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be on your toilet or something
Yeah,
else.
that's it, exactly.
Oh, yeah, have you looked into actually the fittings? Buying a toilet is the world's hardest thing.
So we were very lazy and we just went to our plumber.
Fine.
And he only uses, is it Hans Grauer?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, I only put in, to be fair to him, it was like, I only put in like stuff that I recommend. Because if it goes wrong, then I'll have to come back and fix it, which I thought was like decent. I mean, it was like, it's more expensive, but you're buying like quality. So yeah, he's managed to source all that stuff. The only thing we didn't get him to source was we're having a little vanity unit.
Yeah.
And where he gets his stuff from, there just wasn't much of a choice. So we kind of, I think we discussed this before, went out on a limb and bought something online.
Oh, okay.
And it looked wicked. Like, I had to, it come flat pack, obviously.
Oh,
so
see, I look down now and I don't order it with flat pack.
So I had to put that together. So that's already built.
Is it like a little shallow one? Or is it quite big?
It's like shallow. I think it's 600 wide.
Oh, big
and
though.
Then,
it's still proper size,
Yeah, so we've got a nice, it's like a sink that goes, sinks normally come out that way. It's like one that goes across.
Nice. Yeah.
So, we've got a nice, and we're going for like brushed brass, so obviously that costs more money. So
I know, this is annoying because it does look good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've done brushed brass in the bathroom at Grand's. It was more, but it looks good. I'm actually pleased with it.
It looks so nice, doesn't
it? Yeah.
So we've gone for that, and then I actually saw it. There's a guy I follow on Instagram called Scott DIY.
Oh, yeah.
He's awesome.
I spoke to him about coming on here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he was really nice. He said, in the future he'd be up for it, but whether that's a fob off or not.
He's always so busy to be.
But yeah, he was a nice guy.
But yeah, he's one of the first people I sort of followed, and he's doing a downstairs toilet, and it is probably pretty similar to like what I'm doing. And he had this awesome thing, and it's a toilet roll holder. So not the most awesome.
You're showing your true roots today. I'm so excited about some of these things.
But it rather than stick out, it goes into the wall.
What?
So it's like curved, and then it just sits in the wall, and it's like curved out, and then you put the toilet roll on there. So I was
I know what you mean. So it's like not inverted, but I know
like indented,
enclosed, like
So I was like, amazing! Like, what a good like space saver. Because when we did this like extension, we were like, if we can fit a downstairs toilet in, it's like a real game changer, isn't it? Like, especially like we've got a little one and we've got another one on the way.
Yeah, which I don't think you've said on there.
No, which we haven't said on there.
I do know about it. I'm not just really like, I'm not saying congratulations.
Surprise! So we've got another one on the way in like December time. And you think, if we're looking after a toddler and we've got a newborn and like Chrissy's obviously gonna have had a baby, it's like don't be traipsing up and downstairs and stuff like that. So it was so important to have a downstairs toilet, but I didn't want one for the sake of it where it's those ones that you go into and you can barely
like under the stairs, aren't they?
Yeah.
They just don't quite work sometimes.
Which ours kind of is under the stairs, but at the highest point.
Yeah, you've nicked a bit of your old kitchen.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's why it works.
Yeah, so it goes into our utility basically. So we made sure we took some space out of there, and it was so important to us that it was big enough that it didn't feel like a squeeze, but like also you're like it is dead space if you got a massive. Who wants a massive downstairs?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's a really good size. So it's
definitely a good selling point if you ever moved house one day. So it's like it's a not necessary like bonus room, isn't it? Like we said about utility before.
Yeah,
you don't need one, but if you have one, it's great.
It's
same as downstairs toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like luxury.
Yeah, exactly that. And it's just the amount of times, especially like where our bathroom is upstairs, it's next to Dylan's room, and the amount of times you're like trying to have a wee, like how ridiculous is that? And in the middle of the night, you're like, I don't want to wake them up. So once again, having a downstairs toilet is just super.
You're going to need a garden room, aren't you, for an office?
I know. Yeah.
You're going to lose your office.
Well, I'm already slowly losing it, and the baby's not even here yet. It's like there's now like a changing table.
Because it's almost like, when they're older, you do bunk beds or something in one room. Yeah. That's fine, but actually, when they're a baby, like you can't go with Dylan.
No, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we haven't quite figured that out. Where I'm actually going to be working from, because it's like Yeah,
it's a shame they're so expensive. You can get slightly cheaper ones, but even like my brother's ones are they're phenomenally built, but they're just so expensive.
But I'm tempted to build one myself.
You got your garage. Can you not convert that in any way?
That is falling down.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the roof is falling down, and I think where the foundation, so it's built on like a concrete and like slab, and where that's failing, like it's like tilting. You can see like some of the roof where it's asbestos roof tiles. Some of that's like bending. You're like, if that starts breaking, and then I'm breathing it in.
Oh man.
So yeah, the idea is hopefully to try and build something.
Do you want a pergola?
Yeah. Just working under a pergola.
They do. I'm bigging them up far too much because in that other company, I can't even remember their name. They do glass, proper glass things with glass doors and everything.
Cool,
You'd have to knock down your garage and put it maybe at the back there. But,
I think that is the end game, to have a space down the bottom where it is. Because you can buy these wooden cabins. Your brother's going to hate me for saying this, but like you can buy these wooden cabins now that they're already like got some insulation. They're not great, but for like $2,000 to $4,000, you can have something that's there and like a concrete base. Like anyone can build a concrete base. So
I think John Lewis do like one for like $3,000 or something. It's even a bit fancier than some of them, and is still good money. Yeah, because Christie's are all like $20,000 plus, but it's like,
but they're all bespoke.
Exactly, and they're the fanciest cladding and everything. And just like, I mean, he puts bathrooms in some of them and like proper plumbed in and everything. So it's mad.
Yeah.
Some people have spent like ludicrous sums.
Ludicrous sums. We won't out him for his cost, but but they're all great, aren't they? Bespoke and things like that. But so the end game is to hopefully have a space where I can actually work from, because then we've also got to think at some point Chrissy's going back to work. So when then got nowhere for two people.
And this is why Chris's garden room things are doing so well. Because people just, or like some of his clients, they've gone up in the loft, they've gone out the back, and then their house is still full. Yeah. So they just build a garden room. It's either like a gym or an office or both, or like some people have snooker tables. Like that must be why they're doing so well. They're booked up till I think like April or something next year. It's ridiculous.
I think it was either your brother or Dave was saying like they're doing one now that's like, I think it might be like where like guests can stay. So there's like a bathroom and stuff.
I just finished that one for him.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's got like a living room at the front and then like a little teeny stud wall and then a bedroom and then a bathroom at the back. They've done really nicely. I think it's for like a granddaughter or something to live in. Not sure of like the situation, but it's lovely. You're like, wow, it's amazing. It's a big space. They haven't really lost any of their garden either. The way it's been done, it's really like long and it goes back a long way.
It's really well thought out.
Yeah, like a little weird corner. No, there's been really good idea. But
I think that's it, and why it's doing so well is now people do work from home. Like the majority, you don't, because like tradesmen don't, do they? But like most people are an office job, and most people I probably know a handful of people that are like 5 days a week in office, but that's very few, far between, isn't it? Like nowadays. So you do need that space, and like realistically, like we've got a 3-bed house. Most people have got a 3-bed house, right?
Yeah.
So to have a room dedicated to working on, like what a luxury that is.
That could be your next DIY with building your own thing. It'd be so funny. In the pressure of doing it in like 6 months.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I followed a guy, and he was building his own garden room because I think someone tried to charge him like 70 grand, and he was like, I'm not paying that, so I'm going to do it all myself.
Yeah.
So I've been watching along, and it kind of like inspires you to do it.
It's not the guy who did the ground screws by hand, is it? I followed someone. He's doing the ground screws by hand because it was another X amount of hundreds. They've got like a cool little 20.
Yeah.
And he did it by hand, and obviously you see him doing it, but he actually did it. But I was like, oh my God, it's hard work. And he did one, and it took like 10 minutes. And his wife was like, oh, how many more? He was like, 21 more. And she was like, okay. And she was just like laughing. I was like, surely just pay the money sometimes.
Yeah. I was planning on getting your brother drunk and then like asking little questions, like writing down what he's saying.
It is cool. It's a cool thing to have. That's what I wish someone would offer me something like that at Grants. Could you just say yes all day long?
Yeah, exactly.
Because like the pergola is a bit of a funny one.
Surprised you haven't.
Oh, we don't. We're fortunate enough. We don't need. What am I doing down there?
Golf self-simulating.
And we've only got one kid, and we're lucky enough to have 4 bedrooms. So, the amount of people that say to me, "Why aren't you having another kid?" It's like, just because I've got an extra room doesn't mean
I
need
to fill it
room.
up.
Yeah.
But then you're going to end up with a Wendy house, surely.
Oh, yeah.
So
I want like a cedar-clad Wendy house, like Chrissy does, but like miniature.
Deluxe Wendy house, yeah. Have to ring him up and see him if he'd do that.
So you could be the king of DIY and build yourself a garden room, I think. Yeah. That's your job.
I think that is, well, I want to do my own patio, and then I want to build my own pizza oven. It's my goal. So maybe I'll do those, and then I'll figure out.
Just describe like 5 years of stuff.
I know, yeah, exactly.
Every weekend.
Probably kill me as well.
Pizza oven's so unnecessary.
I know. It's so cool though.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely. You would 100% be around for a pizza.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. Oh, awesome, mate. Sounds like you're doing well.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll finish? Does it depend on you? And
it massively depends on me, right? Because Nick's going to come and do the first week's plumbing, which I can't imagine takes that long. Don't want to annoy him. And it won't take you long. But
that'll be a day, I think, or 2. I can't see how it's even 2.
I was thinking like a couple of days, but he's got to build out that sort of stud bit where he's put in the system,
maybe 2 then.
Like that. So yeah, maybe that will take a bit of time, but then. Yeah, I've got to figure out.
And we're missing a weekend because we're away.
Yes, yeah.
On a little lad's 40th. Yeah. So that's
I might have to book some time off and use that time to do those bits and pieces.
I mean, although it's not that urgent. I know it's handy. You've got a baby on the way, but baby's due to December.
Yeah,
You've got a bit of time. You don't have to really rush it.
Yeah, so we won't rush it, but I'm kind of similar to you. Like when I start something, I just want to finish it.
Yeah.
Like I don't like going back and forth with it. And also, in our kitchen diner is where I've stored all my materials.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's so annoying.
So
yeah, we got like a toilet there and stuff. Or has Nick got all that?
No, he hasn't. I don't think he's ordered that yet. So that hasn't come yet. Or I'm guessing he's waiting to order it. But it's like plasterboard, and like the flooring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's piled up, and a bucket.
I should have saved you those buckets. Literally threw away 4 buckets.
Well, to be fair, I'm like going to have to mix up the self leveler. So I've got one of those big buckets.
Yeah. And instantly in the skip.
Instantly in the
so wasteful.
I had one before, and then I left it outside, and then it goes all brittle.
Oh yeah.
And I mixed something before, and then went too far down, and it just smashed a hole in the bottom. I was like, that's not ideal.
Oh, but you're doing well.
It's good. Yeah, so I can actually update you with what I'm actually
doing. Yeah, because I was saying it should be called the DIY guy at the moment. I'm not doing much like labour. I'm just doing my normal electrical work.
Yeah,
I'm doing nothing. I want to build some shelves in our boiler cupboard.
Nice,
it's actually harder than it sounds because it's going to have to be at like some sort of weird angle. Like it's not going to be like a nice rectangular thing. And I've been like nicking, like the builders have just had this wood. These sheets of wood just sitting on my job for month after month. I was like, that's a really good bit of wood. They haven't taken it yet. I was like, the kids and stuff, they haven't taken it yet. I was like, well, I'm just taking it.
You just haven't.
I've paid them enough money. Yeah, surely I just deserve this bit of wood. So I've taken that now, and I've got like cedar cladding left from the barbecue I did out there as well. Nice. So I'm like, I'm going to just fit this out because James told me, like in boiler cupboards where you like hang towels and stuff, it's always got like the gaps. The gaps actually really important to get airflow through. So I was like, okay, I could use the cedar cladding, but then he was like, oh, that's risky because like the oil in the cedar or something might go on the towels. I was like, for God's sake, why is everything so complicated?
I was going to say that's the most bougie.
I know, but I've literally got it there. It was expensive. I've used some at the bungalow we had a gap between the neighbour's garage and our extension. Nice, so I put 3 pieces in there just to block that up. Yeah. I'm just trying to use this stuff. Do you need any?
Get rid of it. Don't offer it to me because I'll take it and then Christy will be annoyed that I've just got loads of cedar wood.
Well, you come home with a pergola. You're like, go on.
Yeah. I'm going to work under it. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. I've got to stop promoting them. I was just about to say how good they are, but I've already said it.
I think you could more money and he'll do it.
Yeah. You could use one in your garden.
Probably, That's the annoying thing, right? It's like being at the right stage for like stuff like
exactly.
that,
yeah, and I bloody paid thousands for mine. And now I'm getting offered one for free. So annoying.
Yeah. But, well, thanks for listening, everyone. I can't believe that's absolutely shot past, to be fair.
Yeah, I didn't think we had anything to talk about.
No, this is always the way. Yeah. But yeah, thanks a lot for listening along, everyone. Appreciate all your support. And as always, feel free to email us hello@DIY Guys Podcast or hit us up on the Instagram and follow along on the YouTube as well.
Yeah. Nice one. Yeah. All right, mate. Well, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, have a good one.